Alright, so here we have it, guys. The new Losi Pro Moto Mx, the new Losi dirt bike. Let's see, quarter scale right here. RTR, pretty much ready to run. It does need a 2S LiPo battery. The EC5 will definitely get into that and show you what it's all about. But this is the box that it comes in. Pretty good in size, actually, in comparison to another dirt bike that they had. The amount of detail they have on the box already seems pretty good. Solid, lot of detailed information. Gives you a view right here as well, kind of how the electronics are set up. But let's go ahead and open it up and get you into it. Alrighty, so this is how it comes out of the box. It did have this wrap over it. I just kind of took it off just to video sake, get you guys into it already. It does come with double A's for the remote. It comes with a neat stand. We'll show you that in a second here. Tire tools. Let's see, any tool that you'll need to adjust the actual like links and whatnot as well. It does have a tensioner on there. Here's the remote that it comes with, and this is powered by Spectrum because it is made by Losi and distributed by Horizon. They put a new steering wheel onto this bad boy. This is the gyroed version of the remote. Links up to all the gyro receivers and everything here. MS6X DX3. So that's that one there. That's the remote it comes with. It also does come with obviously the user manual. Quick start guide gives you the part numbers, replacements. Proline's already on it making some tires. I believe they're going to be making some whole shots for it, or they're actually already available. Gives you some promo cards in there, and also the really bad decals for it. So for the plastics is what you would call them. You can throw them on there. You can actually paint it however you want. The amount of detail into this thing is actually just really amazing because you could do really anything you want. You want Alpine Star, just paint it on there. I'm sure they make replacement ones as well. Let's go ahead and get this thing out of the box and show you a little further into it. Alright, so this is it standing up. It's actually fairly good in size. This is a standard DX3 remote. You see it next to it. It sits taller than it itself. The frame itself already sits taller. The guy's head is about another remote above that as well. Comes with a stand here. This one is this version of it. I believe they do make a couple different versions. You could get different guides for them as well, custom make them yourself. So the stand's pretty cool. It gives you in the box the double A's obviously for the remote. It gives you the tools and the battery foam, a couple tuning options in here for you, chain lube as well, and also this really nice bike stand. It's kind of replica off the full scale thing. It gives you these nails. That way you could actually nail this into the ground wherever you go. Both sides, they do come out. That way you could kind of just park it there, nail it down, and then launch off of there. That way it's sitting up. That way it doesn't have to correct itself and then come up. Another cool feature for this, along with the whole shots that are coming out, they do Proline is coming out with a new street tire for this as well. I believe they have two versions. One that's just pretty much like a slick, I guess a street bike tire, and then one that has some grooves into it as well. So definitely some tire options for you there to come pretty soon. And then another cool thing with this remote, this flywheel button right here, so you have it on or off. So what this does is basically if you have it on and you pull the trigger, this guy is going to actually perform a wheelie and keep it within up and down from falling up and down. So it'll actually keep the wheelie and then just keep going for you as long as you have that on. So a pretty cool feature that they have going on there with the new integrated gyro inside of there. Like I said, really good detail into this thing. Any modelers out there, you could actually go to painting, go all crazy on this thing with decals and everything, but it's already set up really nice right out of the box. These are the little wheels, so basically when you're steering, it catches itself. The only downfall from this, what we've heard so far from Losi themselves, like I said, this has been pretty unheard of yet, but the only thing is with these is when you do hit the tire when you're leaning, sometimes it'll grab and spin you around. But another great feature is that if you do flip on the side, it'll actually just engage the tire. It'll spin all the way till it hits a 180 and then pick up and then start going. So that's a really cool feature that it's got going there. And like I said, it comes with a chain lube because this one actually is a real chain right there. Try to get you guys a good view of it. Got the sprocket, tensioner, pretty much everything ready to rock and roll. Comes right out of the box this way. And pretty good in size. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a battery, get this thing powered up, and show you guys what it's like and what kind of power it's got. Alright, so for the battery for this one does require an AC5 connector. It's right here on the right hand side, the pipe side. Plugs in right there. So there's going to be this little pin, has a little body post right there, and if you pull that down, that's where you set the battery. So it sets right underneath the seat, has some cushion there, and if you get a smaller battery, it does come with that foam like I said. And then you just level it back up and plug it in. So we're going to go ahead and do so and show you what it's like. Alright, so plugging in the battery, I just had this 2S drag battery here. Had to run an adapter. Definitely wouldn't advise that because the adapter kind of runs into the pipe here. So definitely if you have a 2-cell with the lead, I would definitely just get it soldered to an EC5 or IC5. Either one, they're both the same thing unless you want the telemetry. Then get an IC5. But yeah, as you could just see here, this adapter just doesn't really work that well. Can't even get it into the cartridge. This battery is kind of a little bit too thick for that anyways, but it does require a hard case because obviously it's a dirt bike, you're going to be jumping and hitting whoops and whatnot. But hard case, 2-cell, 5000 milliamp, 50C or plus, preferably the Spectrum one. Like I said, IC5 on there, don't do the adapter. But I have the remote on here, and then the power button is on the right hand side, so throttle side, right behind the boot. So powered on. So you'll hear that. That's basically down here. That's the gyro itself winding up. And then the remote itself will go through its sequence as well. Winding up. So now when you're hearing that wind up, you want to definitely wait until it's fully done before performing any tasks or anything, just to allow the gyro and everything to set in and be prepared for a run. Like I said, I don't have the battery installed underneath. This is actually held on, it's on a hinge with a rubber band, so you can flip this up. A little bit more access there. That way you can get to the pin, the battery, the plug, and everything that you need to. Definitely helps. Or like if you were to crash, it's not going to, you know, break or fall off or whatnot. But yeah, that's the power button over there. Same thing, it's the Spectrum system, so if you need to calibrate it, same situation, put the calibration button there. And the remote. But now that it's at fully spun, there you go, you have steering. Now the handlebars don't steer because the way they designed it is so they don't have the actual guy waving around left and right. It's just the actual tires itself. So as of for realism there, it's not really obviously there, but for performance, that's the reason why, is because performance. So now we have everything here. Alright, so I have it held up here. Like I said, I don't have the battery in the tray, so it's kind of just sitting there for right now. But we'll go ahead and give you some throttle to show you how it is. So nice and smooth. Yeah. Definitely some good power to it. This metal chain and everything. Really nice and quiet and smooth actually. So that's pretty much it. The steering there. Like I said, the forks don't go with, like, you know, with the bars because of performance and whatnot, but that's your radius there of steering. And that's how it is. Alright guys, so that's what comes in it. Thank you guys for watching, by the way. Like and subscribe if you would like to. There it is there. Definitely a cool RC. Definitely a lot of technology. Just another insight. They've been working on this for about like 3 years. Definitely kept it definitely private, but definitely did their homework and came out with a pretty good product so far.